Hi, I'm John Kennedy, and today we're going to be reviewing the Huawei P9 smartphone. Huawei are part of the Chinese invasion of the smartphone space. You'd see big companies there like Lenovo, other ones like Xiaomi, OnePlus, ZTE. All these companies are Chinese technology manufacturers who are really not only huge in their own markets, but they're moving fast into Europe. The interesting thing about Huawei is that it's a company that's of the same size and scale of Ericsson or Nokia. It employs about 70,000 plus people. It's a giant company. Unfortunately, you don't really hear enough about these companies because they would basically find it very hard to get into the US market, for example, for strange Cold War spy reasons. Chinese hardware manufacturers, particularly manufacturers of hardware equipment, don't find it very easy to sell equipment in the US market, hence you don't really hear about Huawei in the same vein as the iPhone or the and various other Android devices like from Samsung. The first thing to note about it is the Huawei P9, it's more camera than phone. As phones go, it has a fingerprint sensor at the back, allows you quickly and easily to get access to your Android operating system. It is an Android operating system, Android 6 Marshmallow, but when you say that, that's all really it is. It's probably, for a phone, it really looks so elegant and has such technical firepower. It's an octa-core processor in it. It comes in various storage configurations up to 64 gigabytes. Really good processor, really fast phone, and it is fast. The only thing about it is that it's a very, very stripped down interpretation of Android. There are really no extras here, it is Android. But that said, that really, when you buy a smartphone, you're really only limited by your imagination, really. It's really what connects you to your device is the apps you choose to use regularly. So it's a quibble, but a small quibble. The real game changer here is the actual dual lens technology from Leica at the back. As camera technology goes, this is a 12 megapixel camera, two 12 megapixel cameras. One is monochrome, one is RGB, and the idea of that is that it lets in about 20% more light into shots, or even, I think it's 200%, sorry, into shots. So basically what that does, it allows the photos finished. You can change the different filters and actually come up with an even more vivid shot than you were set out to get. The other cool thing about it is when you go into the camera app, actually, go into the camera app, it comes in Pro and Ordinary configuration. So if you can just simply swipe up here, swipe down, you are in an ordinary mode, which allows you to just do basic things like just take pictures as anyone else would. But then when you swipe up, you're in Pro mode, and that basically gives you a lot of features and capabilities that are quite similar to what you'd find in an SLR camera. That said, camera phones will never, even no matter how much technology you put into them, you still won't have the same freedom and ease to take shots SLR style, but you can still take pretty good shots. My overall assessment is the Huawei P9. Its probably biggest selling feature is its dual camera. It's more, I suppose, camera than phone. That said, it's fast processor, it's got plenty of space and plenty of storage. It has SD storage as well as 64 gig storage. It's probably, probably the best value, but also probably the best looking phone on the marketplace. So bang for buck, no one would be disappointed if they made an investment in this. And there you have it, the P9 smartphone from Huawei.